Have you ever noticed that your lower body seems to carry more than just your physical weight? Like it's holding on to your stress, your tiredness, even your emotions. Once we reach our 50s, it's common to start feeling that heaviness in the legs, bloating around the belly, or tightness in the hips. Yet we rarely talk about why this happens or how to truly let it go. Today, I want to share with you one simple, often overlooked movement that can bring remarkable relief, not only for your body, but for your mind as well. It's more than just a stretch. Think of it as a gentle daily ritual that nurtures your circulation, supports your bladder and pelvic floor, balances your emotions, and even improves your sleep. You won't need any equipment, special flexibility, or a gym. Just a quiet space and a few mindful minutes. Many people dismiss this exercise because it feels too easy, but that's exactly what makes it so powerful. Stay with me until the end, and you'll see why this small practice could be the missing link in your self-care routine, helping you feel lighter, calmer, and more connected with yourself each day. Before we start, I'd love to know, have you ever felt like your body has been whispering for a deeper kind of care? Share your thoughts below. Let's begin. Benefit number 1. Enhances blood and lymph circulation in the pelvis and legs. Many women over 50 don't realize that the inner thigh muscles, especially the adductors, act like hidden highways that move blood and lymph through the pelvic area. Over time, as we sit more and move less, these muscles tighten, slowing down circulation. That's when you might start noticing heavy legs, swelling around the ankles, or even tingling and numbness in your feet. It's not that your heart isn't working, it's that the traffic in your hips has become congested. The butterfly stretch helps to gently reopen those internal pathways. As you practice it, tension in the inner thighs begins to melt away, allowing oxygen-rich blood to flow freely to your pelvic organs and lower limbs. But what most people overlook is the role of lymph flow. Unlike your bloodstream, the lymphatic system doesn't have a pump. It depends entirely on movement to flush away toxins, waste, and inflammation. This gentle stretch activates the exact muscles that keep lymph fluid moving, helping reduce puffiness, ease joint stiffness, and even boost immune function. And soon, you may notice that wonderful sense of lightness in your legs, not because you've lost weight, but because your tissues are finally breathing again. Stay with me, because the next benefit explains how this same movement can also support bladder health and even reduce those nighttime bathroom trips. Benefit number 2. Strengthens bladder function and pelvic organ support. Let's bring some honesty to a topic many women shy away from: bladder pressure, sudden urgency, and those middle-of-the-night bathroom trips. After 50, changes in the pelvic floor become more common. The muscles that once held everything in place begin to lose their tone, and over time, the physical and emotional weight of daily life starts pressing downward. Here's the good news. You can support and strengthen these muscles gently, without surgery, without strain, and without complicated workouts. The butterfly stretch naturally engages the inner thigh muscles, the adductors, which play a key role in pelvic alignment and bladder stability. When these muscles grow tight or weak, they tug on the ligaments that help position the bladder, leading to discomfort, urgency, or even occasional leakage. By practicing this movement regularly, you're doing more than stretching. You're waking up the neuromuscular connections that improve tone, alignment, and healthy circulation throughout the pelvic region. The benefits go deeper than the physical. Many women describe an emotional lightness after this practice, as the pelvic area is deeply linked to feelings of safety, confidence, and self-expression. Picture yourself sleeping through the night without interruptions, or moving through your day without that sudden rush to the bathroom. That sense of freedom is what your pelvic floor has been waiting for, and this gentle stretch can help you reclaim it. Next, we'll explore how this same simple movement can reach deep into the root of your lower back pain, often in ways even massage can't. Benefit number 3. Relieves lower back pain and deep hip tension at the source. If you've ever dealt with that dull, persistent ache in your lower back or that tight, locked feeling in your hips, you're definitely not alone. For many people over 50, it's one of the most common daily frustrations. But what most don't realize is that the real issue often isn't the spine itself. It starts lower in the hips. The inner thigh and groin muscles, the adductors, attach directly to your pelvis, and your pelvis is the base that supports your entire spine. When those muscles become tense or imbalanced, they start tugging on the pelvic bones. That slight pull shifts your alignment, creating a chain reaction of tension that reaches your lower back and limits your hip movement. This is where the butterfly stretch stands out. It doesn't just loosen the hips, it reaches the deeper stabilizing muscles that control pelvic tilt and spinal balance. As you practice it, tension in the groin and inner thighs begins to release, and suddenly your back feels lighter. Your hips move with more freedom. Even simple movements like walking feel smoother and more natural. Most methods for back pain only focus on the sore area itself, but this stretch addresses the root cause where the imbalance truly begins. It's gentle enough to do every day, yet powerful enough to bring long-term relief and restore your body's natural alignment. And here's something most people don't expect. This same movement can also help release emotional tension stored deep in your core. We'll explore that next. Benefit number 4, releases emotional tension and calms the nervous system. There's something most people never realize. Your body keeps a record of everything you've been through, and one of the main places that memory lives is in your pelvic region. This part of your body isn't just your physical center, it's also an emotional one, quietly holding on to stress, fear, shame, or unprocessed emotions. For many women over 50, this can surface as constant unease, anxiety, or even a feeling of being a little out of touch with themselves. That's why this movement is so powerful. It's not only about stretching, it's about creating space to release what your body's been carrying for years. As you settle into the butterfly pose and move gently, in sync with your breath, something begins to soften. You're telling your body, through motion and rhythm, that it's safe to let go. From a physiological perspective, this is deeply calming. Slow, mindful movement combined with long, steady exhalations activates the parasympathetic nervous system, the part responsible for rest, healing, and emotional regulation. Many women describe feeling unexpectedly peaceful after this practice. Some even notice emotions rise and pass through, like a quiet wave of release that leaves them lighter and more centered. That's the real gift of this stretch. It doesn't just free the hips, it frees the heart and mind as well. And next, we'll look at how this same gentle movement restores your posture and balance, helping you move through life with renewed ease and confidence. Benefit number 5, enhances posture and naturally relieves spinal pressure. Let's be real. Good posture isn't just about looking poised. It's about how your body moves through life with comfort, confidence, and ease. But as the years go by, gravity starts to make itself known. Long hours of sitting, tight hips, and a softer core slowly pull the spine forward. Shoulders round, the chest closes in, and before we know it, we begin to fold inward both physically and emotionally. That's why the butterfly stretch is such a hidden gem. As it opens your hips and gently engages the inner thighs, it helps realign the pelvis, the true foundation of healthy posture. When your pelvis is balanced, everything above it follows. Your spine begins to stack naturally, your chest opens, and your breath flows more freely. You don't have to force good posture, your body simply remembers it. Even more, this movement provides subtle decompression along the lower spine. That gentle traction eases pressure between the vertebrae, calms irritated nerves, and restores flexibility where stiffness once lived. It's like giving your back a quiet exhale, a sense of space and relief without any strain or force. Over time, you may notice yourself standing taller, sitting more evenly, and feeling more stable from the ground up. Because true posture isn't about holding yourself up, it's about being supported from within, through alignment, breath, and a relaxed, open body.
Up next, we'll explore how this same simple movement can awaken your inner vitality and support graceful aging from the inside out. Benefit number 6. Restores pelvic vitality and nurtures graceful aging. Aging gracefully isn't really about fancy creams or intense workouts. It's about sustaining your inner energy. Deep within your body lies a source of vitality that often goes unnoticed: the pelvic floor. This area isn't just a set of muscles. It's the foundation of your strength, stability, sensuality, and creative flow. Yet, as the years pass, with long periods of sitting, stress, or inactivity, that energy can begin to fade into the background. The butterfly stretch helps reawaken this vital center. Each slow, mindful motion stimulates the muscles, ligaments, and connective tissues of the pelvic bowl, encouraging fresh circulation, oxygen flow, and the gentle movement of life energy throughout the area. With time and consistency, you may start noticing subtle but powerful changes: less bloating, a firmer lower abdomen, even a natural brightness returning to your face. These are all signs that your internal systems are coming back into balance. And while it may sound poetic, it's deeply rooted in science. Improved pelvic circulation and fascia release influence hormonal harmony, digestion, and even posture, all essential pillars of graceful, resilient aging. This is where self-care evolves into something deeper: self-restoration. Up next, I'll guide you step by step through how to do this soothing practice. Whether you're flexible or just beginning, seated or lying down, you'll find a way to start exactly where you are.
How to gently practice the butterfly stretch. Begin by sitting on a comfortable, stable surface. Keep your back upright but soft, allowing your shoulders to relax. Bring the soles of your feet together and let your knees gently open outward. There's no need to push or force them. Hold your feet or ankles lightly with your hands. Take a slow, deep breath in, and as you breathe out, start to move your knees in a smooth, fluttering motion like the wings of a butterfly. Go easy and steady. Around 30 to 50 gentle pulses is plenty. Stay relaxed throughout the movement. Let your body's natural weight guide the stretch. Keep your spine long, your breath steady, and your mind calm. If sitting isn't comfortable, you can also do this lying down. Simply recline on your back, bring your feet together, and let your knees drop open naturally. You can rest there quietly or add light knee movements if it feels good. Always listen to what your body is telling you. The goal is to open and release, not to push or strain. With just a few minutes of gentle practice each day, you'll begin to notice more space, ease, and flow throughout your entire body. Who should skip or modify this stretch? Even though this stretch is gentle, it's not ideal for everyone. If you've recently undergone pelvic or abdominal surgery, are dealing with sharp hip or groin pain, or have been diagnosed with advanced osteoporosis, it's best to speak with your doctor before giving it a try. You should also avoid this movement if you have a history of blood clots or if sitting upright causes balance difficulties or dizziness. Always remember, this routine is meant to support healing and comfort, not to push through pain or discomfort. When in doubt, pause and consult a qualified healthcare provider who can guide you safely based on your personal needs. Closing reflections. A gentle way back to yourself. In a world that constantly pushes us to go faster, do more, and give endlessly, this simple practice offers something truly rare: a quiet return to yourself. The butterfly stretch isn't about performance or perfection. It's about honoring your body, the same body that has carried you through every chapter of your life, and giving it space to breathe, unwind, and feel seen again. When you take a moment to sit, breathe, and move with awareness, you're doing more than stretching your muscles. You're reconnecting with parts of yourself that may have been waiting patiently for your attention. And that kind of connection is deeply healing. So if you noticed even a flicker of peace, lightness, or curiosity during this practice, don't overlook it. That's your body whispering, reminding you that healing begins with listening. Start small.
just a minute a day. Let it be something gentle and intentional, not another task to complete. Because aging isn't about losing what you were, it's about discovering more of who you are. With mindful movement and self-kindness, you're not only maintaining your body, you're restoring its natural vitality. And that renewal touches everything in your life: your mood, your relationships, your sense of joy. If this message spoke to you, share your thoughts below. Have you tried this stretch? Are you ready to begin? And if you know another woman who could use a moment of calm and reconnection, share this with her. Your body is always communicating. It just needs your attention. So take a breath and come home to yourself, one gentle movement at a time.